then start it.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh, never mind.
No, go ahead.
Mine didn't even give me the notification.
Mine just popped up just right
Oh,
now.
there it is.
And then start it.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh, never mind.
No, go ahead.
What the hell is with that echo?
Oh, don't worry
Are we
about it.
making
because
music?
people's videos are playing.
Yeah, you know.
I think we're making music.
That's all right, man.
What the hell is with that echo?
Because
making music?
people's videos are playing.
You cats really know how to swing.
I think we're making music.
Hashtag BrothersBrer too.
Cats really know how to swing.
No.
Okay, is everybody ready?
Too nervous.
Is this guy nervous?
Yeah, why is he all nervous?
I don't know.
Wait, who's nervous?
He's nervous. All right.
He's noisy.
I did it again. I do that every week. When the screen flips, I gotta turn off.
Son of a bitchin' bastard. 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 Oh!
Welcome to the BB podcast.
The B.
For what is today? March 20th,
PP.
2017. We got Sabado here. Do the intro.
Podcast.
Do the intro.
Yeah.
The following story is fictional. It does not depict any actual person or event. Audio discretion is advised. And video, too. God
Look
forbid.
at him scouring in the back there. So this week, send us an email at brothersbrer@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Here it is on the screen. Look at it.
Subscribe
right on the
to us
screen.
on YouTube.
Go on YouTube and search up BrothersBrer. Or you could search BB Podcast. Or you can look up Body Switching Doors. That one's a good one.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
the most popular one ever.
But yeah, we would we're happy to have Sabado. He traveled out here and he's
Yeah.
very nervous.
He's very nervous. He doesn't like all the lights
It's a long
of
ways
the
away.
studio.
No, man, I just feel out of place.
And this week
Ah, no,
we
you're
have
fine.
Jake as well. He should be more comfortable here.
Yeah,
There's nothing
I,
going
I
on.
felt more comfortable here instantly.
I
It was
agree
crazy.
100%.
If you want to clean something, go ahead. If that makes you feel better.
Yeah, you can clean something.
I'm looking for a book of matches.
All right,
Ah.
that's fine.
Why do you need
I'll use a
matches?
lighter.
My brother made it
Help me
in
get a
this
lighter.
week too.
Yeah,
He's
So-
been a busy boy. He's renovating a house.
A horse
He
house.
has a baby.
No shit. Are you
My
really?
brother's a baby.
Yeah. I bought a house.
He's doing all the work
Seriously?
himself.
Yeah.
Here,
He's a
turn it
house
toward
I'm
owner.
him.
doing, yeah, I'm doing all the work myself. I hired 5 men.
He hired himself. He's like,
What
"Ah."
race?
He keeps calling his LLC.
Well,
He's
the
like,
guy,
"You
the one
come-"
guy that just painted our house has PTSD and he's a veteran. And I've been trying to get him to give me a receipt for like 3 days because, you want to write this stuff off, right?
Right.
And he's like, "Oh fuck, man, I'm sorry, man, fuck, man, I'm sorry, I gotta get that tweet." And he makes noise like that. And when he was doing it, I mean, the place is so fucked up, right? Like we walk in the first day, we have the place, and like the window and the master bedroom is just laying on the floor because it doesn't fit the tracks. And then so the painting guy came in to paint the baby's room, and he taped it off, and the window just fell out and shattered all over the floor. And he was like, "Man," and when I went in there to like pay him for the end of the thing, he was like, "Man, it fell over, and man, I fucking hit the floor." I was an Army Ranger, man. I'm like, "Oh, he was thank you for your service, painting my house, not in Iraq."
If anybody likes, we got the brother cam.
Yeah, there's the brother.
He's
cam
the
this
brother
week.
boy. Look in the camera right there.
Look at him, real comfortable.
I
It's
haven't
like he's
slept
got his
in
own
3 months.
St. Christopher's.
It's the
medallion
brother boy
on.
cam.
Yeah, he hasn't slept in 3
Real
months.
comfortable.
Yeah,
I'm gonna leave it on here to make Sabado nervous.
I'll do. Well, I got it in my brain. I want to tell a story from a week before.
Beautiful.
Hand me that whiskey first.
And that way I won't steal all the time. But the baby was had the tuberculosis. She just going, and it wasn't really all that bad, but it really freaked out Noemi. So we take her to the hospital,
Sure.
and we go down to the hospital, and like there's like in the waiting room, there's this baby with an eye hanging out, and there's a baby in a straight jacket, and there's a baby just covered in 3rd-degree burns, smoking a cigarette, and then mine's just going. Like that.
Just a little sniffle.
Yeah.
3rd-degree burn,
Yeah.
smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, and then so they finally, they're not going to see us right away because all the other babies are all, they're got fucking bones sticking out of their faces and shit.
Right.
So they finally call us back once they take care of all the real babies that are sick, and then we get mine back there, and she has a cold, And they're like, well, she's got a bit of a fever. I guess we better check her for a UTI. So they call him like this 300-pound like Samoan fella, and just he strips her naked and he spreads her legs and he's holding her down like real tight. And this woman's trying to jam a catheter in her to get her urine, and she's just screaming. I've never heard a baby going, and she's just going, ah! Like I've never heard noises come out of this young lady like that. And then so they said, well, maybe we'll just put the pee bag on her. I'm like, what do you mean? Maybe you'll just put the goddamn pee bag?
Fucking start with the goddamn pee bag.
Why did we start with the pee bag? Yeah,
I don't know that. Yeah, because they wanted to. I think they were trying to teach us a lesson. Don't bring sniffles in here again. But then they put a lobotomy. They had a lobotomy machine.
A lobotomy machine.
Don't you ever come? Yeah, they stick this tube in the baby's snout.
Jesus Christ!
And they stick it all the way into her brain, and they're sucking out. You can see pieces of brain getting
just
sucked
taken
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
there goes her
and
speech.
she could breathe for a second. It was snot, but it was they were just cleaning out her sinuses, but she could breathe for a second. I'm like, oh, this is great. But then, like, because she had a cold, her nose got filled with snot again immediately. Right. So she was sick for a week, and that was
it. You had to buy a straw to suck out the nose.
Yeah, there's this nose straw you buy.
And you put it
in
your
you really
mouth.
have to suck it up, though?
Yeah, it's like siphoning a car, it looks like.
Yeah, but there's a little thing in between the hose that I'm sucking
Air
on,
still gets
and
in
then the
there,
stick in the nose. And I'm just sitting there. You spray stuff up her nose, and you stick it in her nose, and then you put the straw in your mouth, and you just go. And she's just screaming because she doesn't like it.
What if you suck her brains out on accident?
Yeah, I don't
that's
know.
how the Egyptians got to that motherfucker.
The whole thing.
The
was
doctor
worrying.
got him out.
Is that how they did it? They're like, here, stick a little wire in there.
Gypsy Pete.
It all started with them trying to snort the coke out of the other guy's nose after he died. And then it
You
turns
don't
out
wanna waste.
they found out that you can suck your brain out through your nose.
I wanted this one.
like the laugh. That was good. That was a good ad.
Yeah, this is that's all I got. I'm heading home, boys.
All right.
Yeah, I got one more for later, but let somebody else talk.
Hi. How was St. Patrick's Day for everyone?
Pretty good.
Wow.
I could give a fuck.
I decided not to
good
drink,
one.
and I just took a bunch of edibles.
Let me
Oh,
see
nice.
a Tweed House.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good
Went to
time.
the
I
Tweed
did like
House.
$50
Oh.
in lift rides this weekend. That was fun.
50, that's it? Was it one ride?
No, it was like 4 or 5 rides.
Oh, that's
Four
not
rides.
bad.
Yeah, it was
Like you
alright.
took them, or you
But they were all,
gave them?
they're all short. No, I took them.
No, I mean,
I'm not
'cause,
giving them a fucking ride anywhere.
I don't know.
I'm already drive too much, man. Fuck that.
No, he does. He's a driving boy.
Driver.
He's a driving boy.
Driving boy.
But, yeah, I was afraid to do that because I didn't want to do anything.
Yeah.
Well, I forgot.
I just went home and drank like normal. Right over there. Here, let me
Nice.
put
Well,
it
we
on
were
the
spending the next whole day. We were spending at the house trying
Over
to do
there.
stuff and cleaning up after
camera. On
St.
Saturday.
Patrick's Day.
Did you
Yeah.
guys rip out the floor or did they do it?
He ripped out the floor, but we were,
Who,
you know,
Jake?
no,
You pointed at
no,
Jake.
not Jake. No, the guy that owned it before, the Turk that used to own the house.
Oh, so he pulled it out?
He pulled it out. Well, yeah.
Well, in defense to your place, it's not as bad as you said. I was
Well, thank
expecting
you.
to walk in and there were syringes and just pipe burns all over all the walls and
Yeah.
stuff.
We've done a lot of work.
No, but it's aesthetic shit. See,
Yeah.
that's the easy shit. And
Yeah.
plus, you get to make it do what you want it to.
Yeah. How you make it do what Noemi wants? I could. give a
That's
fuck.
true. That's
I would
true.
just leave like no carpet in there. I
You
just
know what
throw
you
a
do?
sleeping bag on the floor.
You gotta
That'd be
do
perfect.
Simplicity.
You gotta do like in here. I gotta wait till she goes to work, and then I hang guitars on the walls.
Yeah.
And set up a podcast in the basement.
Right.
I think she wants me to hang the guitars up the stairs.
You know?
But,
Oh, that's kind of
yeah,
cool.
it's gonna be kind
Yeah, I like that idea.
Use the ones that ain't no good
This
down
rich
towards the bottom.
motherfucker over
Yeah.
here talking about stairs.
He's never
Got
seen no stairs.
before. What's a stair?
So what's been going on with you, Sabado? You haven't been around in
It's
weeks.
been a couple weeks with you.
And
here.
me and you've been playing phone tag. I've been leaving him a lot of messages late at night with my get
Dude.
fiddling.
Yeah.
He is a motherfucking sick get fiddler.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't watch any of your live feeds recently.
Well, those were late at night. I don't know. I'm afraid to watch them myself.
Oh, you haven't watched them back either?
No.
I'll watch them.
Well, I
Yeah,
usually watch them
yeah.
when I'm drunk.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I normally check any of my messages.
And
I ever
then,
get.
I'm like, yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, I was drinking and smoking when you came on, but I
He
watched
said-
them all.
He said he was playing it all loud, and his roommates are like, "What the fuck is wrong with you, dude?"
They're like, what the fuck is this? I was like, it's Patrick, bro.
But you know what? And why I got inspired to do the live feed was because I was messaging him for about an hour. How long are those messages? I usually keep playing after it's over with.
They're good.
So then I stop and I'm like, oh shit, it hasn't been on. Oh, is it on there?
Yeah.
Oh boy, are we gonna play it? Oh,
Sure.
yeah. Oh, I thought we were
Hang on,
playing it.
I gotta get you the battery first.
I respect that though. You know, instead of like turning off the sound, he just
How
takes
do you
the fucking
plug it in?
battery out,
No
turns his damn
motherfucking
phone
There's
off.
no plugging it in, is there?
No, man, my motherfucking ass don't.
You just
travel
doesn't he have a
like
headphone
that,
jack? You just gotta put it up to the mic.
Hell no, no fucking
Put it up to the fucking
headphone
mic.
jack.
It's easy.
Yo, you'll give me a minute.
Not you. I'm talking to him.
Hang on. I'm producer in the
He's
show.
he's working on the battery.
I'm working on a new
This
skit.
whiskey's hitting me a little hard. Quick.
Yeah,
right?
it is.
Seriously, the whiskey.
That's potent.
I tell you about the
This shit's
whiskey.
Like 40 years old.
It's
like
41 years old.
Almost 60. I think.
Oh wow.
1976.
This one's got a little sediment in it.
There's a bottle here from the James
It's all right.
Beam Distillery
I don't give a
Company.
shit.
It won't kill you.
No, that other mud water. Oh, I poured it out. I should have put it on the screen.
Yeah.
We opened one of the bottles and there was mud water in there.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of drinking mud water,
Brown water. For
you know,
Hand me my basketball book.
hand him his basketball. book.
Basketball. Ooh, lot of basketball.
Excuse me a second. God forbid you want to send in an email on this shit. Like, I might be in a new, like, set-in or whatever the fuck. You know, I might be feeling ridiculous. But to the same CIA agents that's been listening since the
Pointed
get-go,
at him.
I just want to go ahead and say, I got me a fucking new bit I want to work on. And if you could help me out with it, that'd be cool. I'll give you fucking all the credit in the world for it.
Let's do it.
But yeah, man, it's like, you know, like you read about like the 7 different types of motherfuckers that ain't allowed in heaven. You know, it's like burning babies pre-bushes so you could rape them like with like giraffe hooves and shit. You know, like all these like bad motherfuckers they ain't allowed up in heaven. And then like
Draft
they
hooves?
yeah, you know, yeah, you know?
Yeah, those Jewish giraffe hooves.
Yeah, those long,
Yeah.
long leg giraffes.
Yeah, the
you know?
Yiddish giraffes, they got short necks.
Yeah.
They're like, eh.
Short necks and big noses.
There's a whole shebang if you need it.
Got it.
What was that giraffe doing?
It wasn't what the giraffe was doing. It was what the people were doing with the giraffe hoof. It chops off the giraffe's leg, starts raping the baby after he burnt its pre-bush up in
Pre-bush.
Yeah, all these bad folk. They ain't allowed in heaven, right? But then again, neither is this term called drunkard. And I have to look up the term drunkard. Turns out I'm a goddamn drunkard. Yeah, drunkard is just like, you know, like, think about, like, you know, God forbid, like, if there were a hell or whatever, you know, like, you got all these, like, other bad people, and, like, you got the folks in the corner that just enjoy a drink. You're like, yeah, man, what the hell are we in? That don't make no sense to me.
Mud water.
Yeah, mud water, baby.
I'll take another glass of mud water.
So the other night, yeah, actually, I was up drinking mud water all night.
Where's the old mud water?
did the mud water? You should tell the Uncle Brownwater story at some point in time.
Here's some mud water.
Here you go. This is.
Oh, that's
that
real
one, that's
mud
the,
water.
That's the actual mud water.
So I was up all night drinking that mud water, like for several. Actually, I think that was the night I was texting or messaging Paul and playing live feeds.
Yeah.
But so I like it fucking like 3:34 in the morning. I'm stumbling from over at the couch over there, and then over here, and then I hear Mona. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, so look into my book. I wrote down, who the fuck is said Mona? And like, I totally forgot about it. And then I opened it up just now. See, it says, who the fuck said
Mona.
It showed a. But so then I start talking to Kay, and I'm like, I'm like, do you know anybody fucking named Mona or something? I guess whoever owned this house originally, his best friend's wife name was Mona. And died of some weird cancer
Are you
or
fucking
something.
serious?
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? She's like, Mona.
Oh, really?
Yeah, ask her.
Ghouls.
Did you just make that up to get views?
No, do we get views that way?
You better get Aaron.
Hey, I got all kinds of ghost stories.
We gotta get Aaron down here.
Oh,
That's
boy.
true. But
We
yeah,
gotta have a BB
and I even brought it up days later.
paranormal cast.
Oh, maybe that's a good idea, actually.
That is probably a good idea.
Why
I'd
won't he
love
come
to do
out?
that.
That's good.
I'd love to
We'll
do
have
that.
him come out and do ghost stories.
Yeah.
I
Ghost
fucking
stories
hate
with
ghost
Pete.
stories. I hate all that shit.
But
man.
I don't believe
Yeah,
in
I don't believe
anything.
any
I
of
don't
that
believe
shit.
any of that shit.
My
It's
guess
fucking
is,
stupid.
but my guess is
Fuck.
where my alcohol placement was, is she was babbling on some story about some woman named Mona 5 years ago, and then it just like popped out.
Probably popped out of
Hey,
you.
that Mona's dead.
Mona. One
That's
time,
my guess.
years
Yeah.
ago, when I was with Jackie, I'm just laying in. She was, her house was a creepy old house.
Yeah.
3,000 years old, her mother's house. And we were asleep in the basement. In the middle of the night, she just sort of opens her eyes.
In the
and says-
basement?
Yeah, she used to, down in
Yeah.
that basement. I would now, you can tell it's full of mold and all that. But she just opened her eyes, looked at me, and said, "Hello, Alice." And then I woke up and I'm like, "Who the fuck is Alice?" And she was like, "Oh, my grandmother. She died here."
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
See, she was.
The goblin ghouls are everywhere.
Send us goblin ghoul stories to BrothersBrer at
BB
gmail.com.
goblin ghoul.
Hashtag.
Yeah, send us your ghost stories
Google
so we can
and
laugh at
Put
that
it
shit.
at BrothersBrer at gmail.com. BrothersBrer.
Please,
Gabagool, look, there's one there.
Yeah.
Oh, dear God.
please try and write all emails in rap form.
We've got Brothers
Makes
Brer
it way more
at
interesting.
3mail.com too.
Yeah.
My name is Steve, and I'm here to say that I seen a ghost just the other day.
His name is Mona.
Mona.
That's
name
that
is
back.
Mona.
I'm the hype man. That's what I'm supposed to say there. You keep rapping. Her
yeah.
name was Mona. See? That bitch haunted me for 3 weeks straight. I went on a date, and that bitch left at 8.
Laughed at hey.
We gonna have
I
like a
got-
weekly freestyle on here.
That was the best one yet, right?
Oh yeah, that was pretty good.
Speaking
Nick did one last
raps.
week.
Oh, we caught Nick
I
off
was-
guard, didn't we?
I was too drunk. to
yeah, we
remember, but
did.
It was good.
It was it was all right though.
pretty good,
I
yeah.
remember it being good.
A lot of doing the shit, but it was good.
Yeah, and then it made me confront him about doing the shit. Finally.
Doing the shit. We finally did it.
Well, on our last album, like that was almost in every single rap.
Yeah.
Doing the shit.
Doing the shit.
Doing the shit. That was like his go-to. And like I think maybe all of us noticed, but me and Mark in particular.
We'd look over at each
And
other.
we were like doing the shit. Oh, there we go again. And there was another one like that album cracked us up because it was fucking. I mean, we spent some crazy time getting prepared for that album.
Oh yeah, we did.
And then Nick just wasn't having it.
Yeah.
And like on some of those songs, he just was not prepared at all.
Totally mailed it in, but you know.
But then he did something about slapping some Indians and drinking Bacardi. That shit is hilarious. It worked though.
Yeah,
Yeah, it didn't mean a goddamn thing.
I'm half Indian. I'll
I'll
slap
slap
a whole tribe.
That's the only thing I understood from the whole album.
I like that.
It was great.
That's good. I wish he was here tonight. Why didn't he come?
I was. He said I didn't tell him last night, so I gotta tell him at least a night ahead.
A
now.
whole night ahead, huh? He doesn't know that it happens at 8
Yeah,
o'clock.
you should just
on
plan every
Monday.
Monday. It's not like times change.
I asked. I said, "You want to do round 3?" Tony's gonna try to get. I guess he does training on this night,
Mhm.
so he couldn't make it. But
He's a fast dude, running wise.
I believe it.
It takes me 27 minutes to run 2 miles,
really.
and it takes
See,
him
when I
like
was running
45 minutes to
everything,
run
there's
5.
Jake.
I'm back to run 2 miles in 15 minutes.
Now when I was running every day, I got it down to 7 minutes a mile.
Yeah,
That was my average.
I walk it halfway.
But that's when I was doing every single day for like a year. It wasn't that long ago. I could probably, but I think average is like 8 to 10 minutes, right?
Yeah. I do a 9-minute mile on the treadmill without trying, so I feel like I could do 2 miles in 15
When I was like strutting, that shit was funny. Look at this.
On the treadmill, huh?
But I would fucking.
Yeah, treadmill's
do you know what? And then the crazy bitch. Where did we live? What was it called?
Devon Square.
Devon
no,
Square.
no, the other one.
No, it was Devon Square. It was like my own gym for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
She comes in there and she goes, "Quit running on the treadmill."
Treadmill. That's for
She said,
walking.
"Yeah, exactly.
That's for
don't you dare run on there. People are always running on that treadmill."
I think I bothered people. That was like the only time in my life I was in shape, but I never wore shoes in there. So I just be on the
that's
treadmill
disgusting.
running up with my
Yeah.
socks on.
I
look
did
at
that
my
the other night
socks.
drunk.
At least
I
the
was like,
socks.
I
Run
heard
a
it's
mile.
better. I heard it's better for your boots, your feet, if you
Yeah,
don't wear.
definitely.
Here,
So I'm
smoke it.
You seen like those Vibram
Holla.
toe shoes or whatever? Like,
Yeah.
this is so weird.
I'll kill some bitch with
Me
that.
and Jake lived together. How long did we
I'll
live
do
together?
it.
Was it only a year? Or was it a couple of years?
I'm alright.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
What was the name of that outfit out there?
But me and him would, what was that show me and you would watch? We'd get all fucked up on painkillers and shit and watch the Japanese game show.
Most extreme challenge.
Yeah.
Baba Ganoush.
Yeah, but these people would say Baba Ganoush and me and him would laugh for like 45 minutes. Baba Ganoush! And fucking, have you ever watched that show? Why did they take it off there? Is it still on the air? It should be its own channel. That's an amazing show, frankly.
I bet you could probably find it on in the Japanese.
Those Japanese fucking shows. So the whole premise was, well, they would just do these
They
challenges.
just make them go
And then
through
it was
all these
overdubbed.
fucked up obstacle courses. Yeah, and they would just overdub over the top of it. And
What was the name of that
But it
outfit?
was
What was
Most
the
Extreme Challenge. You
what
should
was
watch
the
that show.
network that did it though?
It was on
They used to
FX.
yeah, that's right. They used to have a bunch of shows like that.
yeah.
They had like a skateboarding one too. It was like all like these crazy obstacles you'd try like you couldn't push or anything. It was pretty
Oh,
crazy.
really?
Yeah, I just shared it on Facebook actually recently.
Was it overdubbed with like Americans making fun of
Yeah,
it?
it's so funny. I love
Yeah.
that shit.
It was just, I don't know why Baba
That's
Ganoush.
it, Baba
And I
Ganoush.
actually quite,
Isn't that like a food?
yeah, I
or some
quite
shit?
enjoy Baba Ganoush. That's very
Yeah,
nice.
It's very tasty.
Baba Ganoush.
It's a cabbage
Egg,
dish, right?
No, it's eggplant.
It's an eggplant dish is what
It's
I
an
said.
eggplant dip.
It's good though. I've had it.
I like it. Yeah,
Dip?
it's really tasty. Yeah,
It really tastes.
it really tastes.
You know what I
It
did?
hits them
tastes
taste buds like a man does.
What did you do?
Hey, Salvador, you still back there?
I went disc golfing with a dog. It's the worst idea in the world.
What?
Oh, Jesus
No,
Just
I go
fucking
Christ.
slows you down.
Every time I go with my dog, but my dog's
See, but
pretty
your
well
dog probably
trained.
can go off a leash and is all cool.
yeah,
and,
yeah.
like,
I don't
and,
ever
like,
put my
yeah.
dog on a leash.
Yeah, so
Yeah, mine neither.
shout out to Kylo Rado.
Whose dog is that?
That's Sandy's dog.
The
I think I
little
saw it on
dog?
your Snapchat the other
Yeah,
day.
yeah,
Sandy, you
Well-
keep your dog off the course.
Yeah, she was slowing us all down. We had like all kinds of people behind us and shit.
And that's not even a good dog, like jumping up and stealing the disc.
Right.
That's just a little.
Yeah, my dog might. do
Little
that.
What
short
is
dog.
that thing?
It's I think it's what is it? Dash, the German dog. What's that?
Dachshund.
Oh,
Dachshund. Dotson and something else.
A schnauzer.
Schnauzer.
Something.
Schnauzer.
Schnauzers are assholes.
I like it because it has a big old underbite. It's all.
Yeah.
It's a cute dog, but it ain't worth nothing. It ain't gonna do nothing.
It's
Just
like
like
the
that
best-
pug upstairs.
The plug.
That goddamn thing. It's actually a good dog.
Oh,
But
is
it's
it?
got a
Yeah.
flat fucking face.
His name's Buddy.
His name is
The
Buddy.
dogs are just
Yeah,
so
I
weird.
met
Flat
him.
face.
But he can't breathe.
It's
He
weird to
absolutely
think
cannot
that like
breathe.
a wolf can
Kill
still
him.
like mate with those that far gone like in the generation.
Just a wolf mate with a chihuahua.
The first thing
right,
it does,
but it's weird to think that they can.
Yeah.
I'm a wolf.
What- a wolf
Oh,
wawa.
I would love
I'm
to
a
see
wolf.
that giant wolf dick. That giant
just weird to
wolf
think that they
dick going
can and
into
how
that
much
little
would you-
chihuahua.
Just change dogs. It's
Uh-oh.
so crazy to think about.
Now it's
I
on
got the
Patrick.
red.
The old redneck.
I got the red
Face.
going.
She
But
give
so
me a
that
little.
pug that comes in here and it looks at me and I'm like, ah, you ain't so bad. And then it goes, and I'm like, holy fucking shit, did that just happen?
Yeah,
It literally sounded like that, and it was yawning, dude. It was the worst thing ever. And then it's like trying to get up the stairs, and you're. It's a horrible, horrible existence. Being
Those-
a
Yeah,
pug.
dude.
We did that to him.
those things should definitely never
Oh
fucking
god,
exist.
it's sweet and it likes to cuddle and shit.
Yeah, isn't that genetically modified dog type
Yeah,
shit?
definitely. Just selective breeding.
them
It's
all
not,
up.
I don't think it's necessarily like.
They fuck
I guess
them all
that's
up.
considered genetically modified, but it's just
It
selective
is.
breeding.
But some things with genetically modified is good, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
Like corn.
Oh,
look at
that's-
the original banana. Like,
That's my argument.
That's true.
that shit had
It
all
is.
kinds of
It's
seeds
like a
in it.
single DNA line for a banana.
The time I don't get into is whenever like they start like making patents and actually physically splicing
Yeah, that's
and
a little
shit. in the genes.
strange.
That's weird. I don't.
You know what's even weirder, man? Can I tell you something that's even weirder than that?
Please.
Yeah.
You know that Jim Carrey when he played the fucking Riddler in that Batman George Clooney flick that came out in like '96 or whatever the fuck it was, maybe 2000, and the kiss from that song was in it.
No.
Yeah,
why
anyway.
would-
I have no clue.
Biggest thing
Kiss
that
from
Why
I
are you
was
using my cat's food bowl as a
bitch,
advertisement?
your cat ate that food, so I filled it up with some new pussy. All right, leave that shit be right now. Let me get on this shit a
It's
minute.
my cat's bowl.
Yeah.
But yeah, what were you saying?
Son of a bitch.
He looks like he's doing
There's a
VR.
box. There's a box.
He does.
They put on top of the televisions
What's the guy
that Jim
from
Carrey
Star Trek
playing the
Next
Riddler
Generation? The guy from Reading Rainbow.
Oh yeah, Geordie LaForge.
Geordie.
Oh yeah, George.
yeah. He was my favorite Star Trek character
He
growing
was
up.
a good one.
Fucking A, man.
Oh, yeah,
His other
man.
show was the worst show ever made.
Reading Rainbow is the
Reading
best.
Rainbow.
Dude.
Reading Rainbows fucking makes me uncomfortable.
Or do you mean Roots?
I can fly.
He was the worst Coach Kente I'd ever seen.
Maybe, yeah, it was Roots. Sorry.
Yeah, he's pretty bad.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Didn't they just remake
No.
Roots?
Well, probably.
I think they're doing it as a TV series.
I was all drunk watching it on the History
Did you
Channel.
cry?
Oh yeah, I was crying the whole
Oh
time.
dear God.
Yeah, I couldn't-
I'll tell you what I
was
did the
all
last.
fucked
I was trying to get laid. I went to see that Amistad,
Oh yeah.
and it's like
It's the worst movie to watch when
It's
you're
a-
trying to get laid.
That's the whole. It's
I'm
almost.
saying.
It's right up there with fucking Schindler's List. On
So what's
the,
Amistad?
on the side.
This was in
it's
the
this
theater?
horrible
Amistad is?
slave movie.
Yeah, no,
It's
terrible.
really?
It's a movie about them bringing the slaves over on the ships. Like,
Dude, I was 16, maybe 17.
Oh no.
And she's like fucking all into the movie, and I'm like, let me get it, fucking finger you, and fucking thing. Dude, and I'm like just trying to fucking fuck so hard.
And this is way before Dick in the Box.
Yeah, this is like my first girlfriend too. And it's like, and I turn around and like the guy's like trying to pull a nail out of the thing with his fingers and there's blood, and I'm like fucking rock hard. That shows you what 16-year-old, 17-year-old hormones, they don't give a shit.
Eh,
No, that Seinfeld episode was
great.
perfect.
exactly. That's the one I'm thinking of.
But I got it like almost immediate karma because I go outside and someone broke into my car. So, and I still didn't come. She wouldn't fuck me, so.
Damn.
Because,
She's
Amistad
all
was
sad.
on. You
You're
know.
like, bitch,
This is all sad.
I take you to the movies.
Exactly, my car get robbed. This is horse shit.
You should give me some Cliff Note sounds.
All right.
Ooh. Motherfucking Cliff Note, bitch.
All right,
Dude,
Sabado,
now that
you
we
ready?
here, we got instruments, we could use them.
Sabado, you ready for this?
I don't know.
Fucking Cliff Notes. Siamese. Fucking Cliff
What
Notes.
you want, motherfucker?
Fucking Cliff Notes. Siamese.
Cliff Notes.
I'm actually a little sad about the. We need to make like a Miller High Life a $2 special on Sundays.
I know, it's the
Yeah.
worst
because
day ever now.
we're not gonna get Cliff Notes anymore.
oh,
There's the
shit.
last one. He was like, "You like wrestling?" And I'm like, I'm like,
Did he laugh?
Ooh, you like wrestling? I'm like, I haven't really. It's been a long time. Yeah, back in my day, we had Madman Rick the Installer. We had a rowdy black boy, same as there was Andre the Tall Man,
Yeah.
same as Hector Macho the Comanche, and my favorite was Rick from the Toro.
He's one of the best, is Rick from the Toro.
Cliff Notes.
Fucking Cliff Notes. That was our Cliff Note for this week. Fucking Cliff Notes. Mark finally got to meet Cliff. Fucking Cliff Notes.
I've never talked to him, but I know who he is.
Fucking Cliff Notes.
Just to recap, from the last two Cliff Notes I heard have been terribly heartbreaking.
He's been very
And
sad
that
lately.
$2
He's
fucking
gonna
bill
die
on that
soon.
motherfucking, ain't you ever see that skit, The Horace and Pete?
No.
Hey, how come I'm a young douchebag kid and I gotta pay $3.50 for this beer, but this guy he's sitting over here and you only charge him $2.50?
Because
Oh,
we
it's
Because
'cause
we
we
like
know
listening
him.
to him.
It's because we know him. Yeah, we don't fucking know you. We don't fucking like
Actually,
you.
our whole Sunday day.
Crew's gone?
Huh?
I don't know.
No.
I was just guessing. I'm sorry.
don't finish.
I
Yes,
watch
Rob.
Jeopardy. That's all I
Still
watch
trying
on
to finish
TV.
sentences over here.
Where was I going? No, our whole Sunday day was based on seeing Cliff. That was like the best part of our day.
Oh, beautiful.
See, this is my day on a Sunday. I wake up at a horrible hour, 7 in the morning, 7:15, something like that. And I shoot up my dog with her fucking diabetes medicine. Then I go get baked.
Do you imagine like your John Travolta in Pulp Fiction, like jump
Yeah,
starting
that's what
the
I
dude's
do.
wife?
I fucking, oh, you fucking,
That's what I would do.
you're gonna feel better after this shot. Yeah.
You're gonna like it.
I like
And
that.
then,
I'm rock hard.
And then I either see, that's Amistad, bro.
That was fucking solid, man.
Amistad.
With this exercise is coming fucking a lot of your quick wit at this shit. No
Oh, yeah.
bullshit.
I'm working on my cardio so I can fuck longer.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Good idea.
Dude,
Don't
he's
masturbate.
fucking you
Yeah,
longer
just
on this
masturbate
story.
before it.
No,
Or
don't
My dick was
masturbate.
hard.
You can't.
You
have
that was
to. You
looking
can't go with the
like
loaded
shit.
Let
gun.
me
in this
explain.
thing.
Let me explain.
Yeah, I need this explanation.
Yeah, let's hear this.
Often.
And he's all. Yeah.
Don't masturbate often. What?
Yeah, you can do it right
I feel
before.
like the more often, the
Right
better.
beforehand.
No, because you train
Well, you
yourself.
feel that
You
way.
train yourself to
It's
get
just your
off
body
more
feeling
quicker.
that way.
Yeah.
Because you know how to get yourself going.
Right,
Right.
right. But she ain't gonna be able to do that.
No, I understand that.
Yeah.
All right.
But if you're
A
having
loaded
trouble
gun is a
going
loaded
longer,
gun. Whether the bullets are in first or you shoot some,
me and Day,
gun is a loaded gun.
me and
Talking
my
about
favorite,
dicks, eh?
yeah,
I
dicks.
like the analogy. I like it.
But you understand what I'm saying. If you masturbate too much, it's not going to be as enjoyable
Sure.
for either one of you.
Right.
Because A, you're either going to get off too quick because you know how to do it to yourself.
When the
too
fuck
quick.
did this turn into?
Or B,
No, this is great.
Or
This
B,
is
you're
great sex talk.
desensitized so much that her snatchy pussy slapstick ain't gonna do shit for you.
That's what's
I think
crazy
that's
about
the
sex
other-
robots and shit. Think about that when that's coming.
That's
gonna
gonna be right.
desensitize.
Do you know what
us.
them sex
I don't know.
doctors say?
No, maybe.
What the fuck would you fuck regular bitch?
Maybe
I'll
it won't
tell
be
you real quick, sorry to
desensitizing.
interrupt, but I did have a bit once I found out that them fucking sex bots are on the way out. I'll tell you what, once they come out with like the affordable sex bot, like for everybody, that's gonna be the day my dick quit working.
Yeah.
Fucking
Irony.
the Chinese and shit over there in China.
That's stupid.
Fucking,
The
they have so
Chinese
many.
in China.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Those-
But they have so many fucking crazy brothels and shit you can go to that are just like have sex robots and stuff.
I'm more
I'll
worried
fuck a
about the
sex
Koreans
robot.
over there
Yeah.
in Tanzania.
It's because the men outnumber the women. So
Those
much
ones are
over
the
there.
ones you gotta keep an eye
Well,
on.
I've
frankly.
always said that like one day.
That's what happens
Somebody's
when you
gonna-
cull your population or some shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, this is
we
how.
should get on the motherfucking robot brothel right the fuck
Well,
now,
this is-
homies. Let's pitch in everything we got.
I wonder if it'd be
Robot
legal
brothel.
here.
This is how we're gonna procreate in the
robots.
future. We'll just be fucking lady robots, right?
Dude.
And then they'll have the man robot go suck the jizz out of the lady robot with its dick and go fuck the lady. But I
Exact-
know
Oh,
goddamn well when I'm like
wow.
like 75 years old,
I mean, it makes sense.
all the kids in the
frankly.
neighborhood would be walking about, "Ugh,
No.
that's old man Dyer's house. Ugh, it gives me the willies. He's in
I
the
think-
basement with his robots all night." I know
They're
it's
gonna
coming.
create these sex
Those
robots.
robot boys.
All the guys are gonna fuck sex
All
robots.
I hear when I walk down the
I'm-
street is boop, beep, bop, beep, bop.
Boop, bop. Yeah,
That robot's got rhythm.
I hear he programmed him to bruise.
You gotta be careful with them. You gotta be careful with the robot hips.
Have you guys seen
It'll
virtual
bruise your
reality
hips.
porn yet?
I don't
No.
want to put on it.
Do it. It's so worth it. It's amazing.
Do you,
you-
need-
well,
do
how
you
do you
need to
do
jerk
it?
off or do you just come?
I jerked off. I'm not gonna lie, but
Well, duh. I mean,
Where?
Of course.
what's wrong with you?
Hey, Ash, did
virtual
No, I'm
reality
just
porn, my
saying,
own
dude.
fucking house.
Oh.
No, but do you have like a doodad?
Yeah, I
do you
had the
have-
headset. Yeah,
Or do you have like a $5,000 VR unit?
No, I just had the Google Cardboard.
How do you
It
make
still
sure you're not?
works.
That
Still works. It's pretty
That sounds
amazing. The
pathetic,
experience.
though. It's
How
all.
do you
No,
make
it's
sure you're not
still
coming on
great.
everything? Because I got some velocity.
Yeah, I
Google
still got
Cardboard.
velocity for my age.
Have you seen Google Cardboard?
No, no.
It's actually pretty badass. It's only like a
They
$3
make
fucking
cardboard
VR
now.
thing that they send out. But you use your iPhone or your smartphone as the lens, and they have an app for it, and it's actually
And
pretty
so what do
amazing.
you? It's just like cardboard on
Yeah,
the
Yeah,
and then you
it's-
put your phone's like a
It's just a
couple
cardboard
inches in
headset
front
you
of
fold and make it yourself, actually. But it's $3. But then you use your phone as a screen.
$3?
Yeah.
That sounds like a deal.
You know what I'm gonna
It's
do?
great.
I'm gonna get that thing and put it on my baby and just have like a video of me going, "I
For
love
real,
you, baby."
Like anything
I
with
love you
VR, it works right now. Like
Yeah.
they have the way they have their app set up. and
I am
shit,
your
it just
father.
works.
That's
I
I
am
love
your-
you.
I'm feeding you.
I am loving
feeding
you at
you.
the moment.
I've done the Oculus Rift and I've done the
Dude, that's
HTC
great.
Vive. And
How
Google
did you miss
Cardboard
that?
holds up.
That was the best joke of the year.
Boop, bop, beep,
And then
bop.
you're just sitting there with your kegerator.
yeah. Just
Peeing in a cup.
and she's just seeing.
I drink this too.
But on the
Baby.
video, be careful of that pug; it'll run away.
It's just you and the wife on the VR video. She's
And-
like,
Yeah, so you
and
are
whoever she wants
loved
to.
by both of us.
You, yes.
You
Very
are loved.
smart baby. You're smart
You
baby.
are learning words.
You grow up big, strong. You're big and strong.
Strong in Google
I'm-
Gaga. Or I could just get a nanny. I won't even bother recording it. It'll just be some nice lady going, "Hi, baby."
See, I
love
completely. You know, when I was in my 20s, I couldn't understand a nanny.
Yeah.
At this point, though, if I had a kid, my nanny sounds pretty goddamn
Oh,
good.
Jesus Christ. I wish we could have a nanny for our garage. Just the baby down there at night.
Wait, hold on.
No.
Nanny for your garage?
Yeah, just have the baby and the nanny live in the garage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant an actual nanny to keep an eye on your garage.
Yeah, just you watch my
You
garage.
grow well, garage.
Because now it's, like they were talking about jerking off earlier. And that's completely impossible now because I'm always at work or I'm always around a baby and my wife. And, so this is like the only time I come now is like that. I don't care if she cries. Just shut up and take off your pants. And that's sex for me now. That's the only. I've had it like.
Yeah, it's not much different than.
No, I know. Well,
me,
since a
Been
baby's been
married for
born,
18
I've had
years.
2 orgasms.
Wow.
Since a baby. Well, that's a lie. It's
Son
totally.
of a
But it was still even before the baby was
There's
there.
no way. There's absolutely no
No.
way.
Well,
He's like, I gotta go renovate.
I'm renovating. Yeah.
I gotta put wallpaper up.
Well, it was. I can't remember
We
what
don't
it.
have wallpaper. It's fuck. I'll take it back down.
Well, I can't remember when it was. It was like a week
See,
or two
you-
ago. Noemi was like, I'm gonna run over to my sister's for something. It was like 3:00, and it was an
That's
hour
your
before I had to
house.
go to work.
That's your.
It was over.
house.
She went over to Jake's house, and I just like a tear goes down my eye, and I just sort of gently start touching my penis. It was like, oh, he.
I've missed
This is a great picture.
That's awesome.
There's a chat room. If you're watching live and you want to talk to us, there's a chat room on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
We have a
And
chat
then,
room.
look at this.
I'm in there. You can watch
You know
it.
what's more ridiculous?
comments?
about-
Oh no.
No, it's just me.
Didn't
What
we
up?
have a couple
YouTube,
last week?
YouTube?
Ice pick.
This is the one I want. Go there and give us ratings.
Go there.
It's on the screen.
It's on the
BrothersBrer Gmail. You sons of bitches. We got any emails?
No.
You pieces of shit. I made this fucking music
All
for
these
you.
hashtags
I
and
made this
codes
music.
and all this other garbage you gotta type.
Emails.
Do you know how drunk I was when I made that?
Yeah, he's very drunk.
And this is where I made it, right here.
Wait, was that you screaming?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's like 3 vocals. I know how to do it, man.
Dubbed it.
yeah.
We've been in the studio. It
Oh,
takes
yeah.
like 3-4 vocals. It's simple.
It's like all power chords. And
But
shit
see,
too, right?
behind me,
It's
that
sexy
wall,
simple.
Yep.
you know, that sheet,
Yeah.
I
that's
lowered
where I
this
sleep.
bitch.
Curtain number 1.
Minus
curtain
3.
here.
And then this next
good.
one is minus 6.
I wish it was. I live behind that sheet.
Did you guys
If
see?
anybody wants to know.
I'm glad you put
So,
it up there so I could see.
I was making that at like 3 in the morning, hammered.
Oh yeah.
Here's my brother.
It's a good
Just
looking
going,
shit.
I like the table cam.
emails.
Dude, I want to
And-
move that camera around, man.
That's the
There was
best
near
part of
perfect
having
shot.
a
You
wife.
get that clock in the top right of that screen on that camera pointed at him, and you get like like 2/3 of his face on the bottom left, and that shit is like legit.
I thought it was cool. That's why I did it.
Yeah. But come
And then
back
you
to it. I
switch
can't
over here.
see it.
Watch.
I'm looking at
Boom.
fucking
And then it's half of his head now.
well, that little thing. So it went
Boom.
up his
It's
nose.
half of his
I
head.
like that other camera because when I
Boom.
smoke, you can like see the little plume
See?
that come up. It's
I
nice
should
and
probably
cool,
just
man.
quit doing that because it's going to freeze.
Yeah.
Oh.
You,
Thank
you just ruined it, man.
No, look at it. He wanted a clock in the shot is what he was
Yeah.
saying.
Oh, I like the clock.
It took a minute for me. That was my father-in-law's
What?
wedding gift.
That clock?
That's one of the few things I left up.
That's a nice clock.
Look at that clock.
I'll
Yeah,
never.
you
Did
should
you know
look at
80% of children don't know how to read a clock at under the age of 15?
Oh,
right
I'm
now?
sure. What's the
Believe it.
fucking point? Yeah.
They don't even teach
80%.
cursive anymore.
Yeah, but the clock thing kind of bugged
I
me.
heard the
Yeah, I get
average
you.
human being has a
Large
smaller,
cock.
Nah,
Oh, sorry.
smaller attention span than a goldfish.
I fucking believe it.
It's like 8 seconds.
Yeah, I did hear that too. 8 seconds.
I've got no
8
time to pay attention.
Yeah.
I
There's
know.
too much stuff.
And you know,
to
I
look
was
at.
thinking about it, and I was like, "That's a bunch of bullshit. I got all kinds of attention."
And you're
Then I changed the channel.
Change
Yeah.
the channel.
I was like, "Fuck that shit. I got so much."
What you got? You turn on the TV news, and then you got some guy going, Donald Trump has a bullum head.
Yeah.
And then
What's a bullum though?
I don't know, but then they call in an expert and be like, "Do you know what a bullum head is?" Well, I'm a physician and I've never heard of a bullum head. and then that's a whole hour-long show. And Rachel Maddows, in 35 minutes, we will reveal that Donald Trump's Bullum head comes from Russia.
Her tax return exposure was.
So I was reading my mail. That was hilarious. It was
I
like
feel like it came from him.
dude,
I
she
really
was
think
so-
that.
Sure.
I think
She
he
was so
released that
excited.
tax return because
She's
it was
like,
the best one
finally-
he's ever had.
finally these assholes are gonna quit calling me a dyke and shit like that. I'm gonna expose
And it
this
just
shit.
fucked her.
And then it's all like 2 pages of like
What the hell
nothing
you
or
guys talking
something.
about?
It's
You
like,
still
I
talking about
paid
the same
35
program
bucks.
on TV?
Yeah,
Uh,
Donald Trump has a
yeah.
Bullum head.
It's a
Yeah,
big
well, I
time
heard you say
Bullum
that
head.
earlier. What is a bull?
Is that really? See, people are saying that.
No, that was a Kids in the Hall sketch. There was like there was these guys all getting a haircut, and there was this guy that was like telling great stories. And he's just telling great stories, and then he's done, and everybody's really sad that his haircut's over. So they put this little boy in the chair, and there was like once there was a man who had a Bullum head, and then the other kid looked at him. A Bullum head, a Bullum head. What the hell is a Bullum head?
I couldn't even hold in my
Yeah.
hit.
Yeah.
I couldn't even hold it in. Jesus Christ.
Bullum head.
That hit cost me like $2. Your
I'm
Kids
starting
in
to
the Hall
think-
skit.
Yeah. I'm starting to think that Bruce McCullough was the real one out of all of them.
Oh, I love him, dude.
Yeah, Bruce-
Do you
I
ever
mean,
get into that? Kids in the
No,
Hall?
I've heard of it.
Geek
He's
out on
told
it,
me it's
dude.
one of the best sketch.
It's my
comedy shows.
favorite show almost of all time.
Do they show it on any of the streaming services?
Yeah,
I think
so.
you
It
can
don't
watch them all
matter.
on YouTube.
I think
actually.
it's the
Oh,
only
really?
like
Nice.
I think it's the only like greatest show nearly of our time.
Who was in
If
it?
you,
Is there
if you
anybody
watched
famous?
it, if you watched it at like
Yeah,
a
they're
certain
famous.
point of your life, like you can't like go back like 64, whatever the fuck you might be, and watch it again and be like, oh well, actually at that point you could, but you can't be like at 25 or whatever the hell the age you want to call it and be like, yeah, I know. And then you just watch it on YouTube. You know?
Well, yeah.
You gotta
Well,
be
that's
a-
what's
you
good
gotta
about
be
the
a
Kids
young
in the
man
Hall
to
is
know
that it
about
kind of holds up, you know?
Right.
It's
It
like
really
that's
does,
what's
though.
great. I mean, because it's
There's
the
one
that's-
where they're like in an office building, fucking trying to get furs and shit, and then they're going around in a canoe.
Yeah. No, they're trying to get Armani suits. It's these French fur trappers, and they're in
That's
a
what it
canoe in an office building, and they're going, Frere Rajaka, Frere Rajaka.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then,
dude.
And then they'll just find a businessman in a beaver trap, and they'll hit him on the head with a club and take his suit. And it's like, oh, man.
Well,
It sounds great.
That's fantastic
And he used to
Yeah.
do this other one.
It does hold up.
He would just be in
Yeah.
a window going. He had this little drum, and he'd go, "I'm hitting my Indian drum," and just like going on and on. And my dad, I still remember.
My drum. I love my Indian.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
It was something like that, and then he fucking comes home for. I think it was like my mom. It was like an anniversary or something.
And brought her
Gives
an
her an Indian drum. It was like 1989. He doesn't remember, but I fucking remember that.
I
shit.
remember that Indian drum.
I remember that fucking straight up,
I remember bringing home an Indian drum.
and I thought that was the most thoughtful thing ever.
Yeah, because it actually meant something.
It meant something, and we got an Airedale not long after that.
Yup.
You gotta have a good Airedale. Not like those pugs with that smashed face.
But I had any of these names sound familiar. Mark McKinney. Scott
McKinney,
Thompson.
Scott Thompson.
Dave Foley.
Dave Foley for sure.
Yeah, Dave
Yeah.
Foley
Yeah,
was
I know
on
Dave.
there. There was Bruce
He's done a-
McCullough and Kevin
Yeah,
McDonald.
he does the Joe Rogan podcast pretty often. Actually.
Does he? I
Dude,
love
he's
Dave
hilarious.
Foley. Yeah,
Dude,
Dave
he's
Foley's
great.
great.
That's
It
awesome.
was a Lauren Michaels show,
Okay, yeah, definitely.
Oh, really?
and they were on for what? Fucking years.
Well, it's on HBO. It was on for 5 seasons.
You guys
I
ever
think.
watch The Whitest Kids You Know?
Yeah.
It's like a-
See, I
Or-
tried.
I watched it. It was okay.
I think they're pretty
There's
good.
a couple good ones.
There's some
It's
good
not
stuff
as
on
good as Trapping
I think I don't know.
Suits.
My favorite sketch comedy show ever is The Chappelle Show. Always will be.
One of his
that was
one of
pretty
the
good.
best characters
He
on that
killed it.
show too, though, is this cancer kid or something like that. He's in his wheelchair.
Oh, that was in the movie. It was just wheeled up. It's like, what's your name? I'm Cancer Boy. And then and he's just sitting there dying in a wheelchair. Oh, man. No, there was so much
He does
great-
his mouth like this. I am Cancer Boy,
Ah,
Great.
dude. And they had that movie. It's called Brain Candy.
yeah, that was in Brain Candy. The
That's
Cancer
what. Yeah,
Boy.
that's the movie though. Yeah, and it's funny.
Yeah, that was. Don't even quit. Turn us off right now and go watch some Kids in the Hall.
Yeah, seriously.
That's gonna be my plan tonight.
Yeah, what are you
I
even
wanna
doing?
watch
Yo,
it.
what the fuck
I didn't mean
leads
to.
you to believe that it ain't like like on that Twitter they got all them
Twitter,
here
bro.
about,
If you use an A, it
them
ain't
fake
code.
robots that just like automatically follow you and like you ain't shit unless you got followers. And it's just like what the
Anybody?
Anyway, what leads you to believe that
baked,
anybody's gonna be seeing this shit? You'd be like, yeah,
There's
yeah,
3
turn
viewers
this off
right now.
And
We got 3 of them.
I guarantee 2 of them are robots. One
Two
might
of
be
them
a
are-
Two of
robot.
them are robots.
Maybe a robot.
Yeah, 2 of them are robots for sure.
If we're getting robots, then we're doing
Robots.
something right. Is all I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Well, it might be, one of them I'd say might be
Your father.
Dom from the tavern.
That's true. Hey, Doc.
Dom
Carter,
likes the
Carter
program.
could be watching.
Carter might be
Shout out
watching.
to
Carter.
Could be.
Ain't
And
no one
then who
watching
What
else?
the
us,
hell
dude.
we got really?
Well, 3 people is.
Can't ignore the facts.
And then my wife's watching to see if I say anything about her. I love you, honey.
He loves you real nice.
Goddamn,
See,
you're
and
beautiful.
you
For
did
any
say
of the
that you-
wives out there, it's nice because you can like sit here live and watch how much beer he's drinking all night. You know, and,
That's,
like,
that
yeah.
is fucked, dude.
That is
Dude,
fucked.
are you
I never thought
seriously
about it
turning
that way.
into like one of these things?
No,
My,
I'm
my
totally
wife
doing
will
it.
come down here any
Jesus
minute.
Christ.
He's
No, it's
giving
good
them
for them.
ideas. He's giving them
No,
ideas.
that was a great idea, right?
Until
You
we go
wanna-
off cam.
Everyone hide the
Take
beers.
shots
wanna-
like a madman.
You
It's
want?
good
I
for
don't
you.
care
It's
because
good
I
for
just
you.
swore
It's
off the
good
booze
fucking
again.
for you.
Yeah, why'd you do
Yeah,
that?
what's up?
Because
Let's hear
I was
that.
drinking-
Swear
Let's
up
hear
on
that
Hold on.
story.
booze.
Hold on, he went on the quickest binge of all time. It was like fucking 3.5 weeks, and now he's at Betty Ford. It was 3.5 weeks, maybe tops. And he felt it though, didn't you? Hey, where'd you send
Really?
that
Did you really?
pistol ice cubes from? He sent me a
Oh yeah,
snapping boy.
I saw that too.
Where was that? Oh, that was at Poppy's.
Oh, really?
I've seen the
Yeah.
molds
Poppies?
online.
You hang out at Poppy's?
I know, right?
That's where my grandpa my great uncle used to
that's
hang
where
out.
Hank, that was
and
Hank's
that's-
old place.
And that's why I think I had to swear off the booze because
Did you want to hear a good story about
I ended up in
Poppy's?
weird ass places like that.
Yeah, you're.
You want to hear a good story about Poppy's?
Yes.
Here, let me hold on. I want to look at this. Look at this transition. Then I'll tell the story. What? Oh boy!
What in the butt?
What happened
Oh,
just
boy.
then?
It's like you know how to use PowerPoint back in
So
2004.
So we started harassing our regulars during happy hour when me and Chris turned. I was just turning 21, so he was 22. We're like, we're gonna come do that happy hour with you.
Yeah.
At
You
Poppy,
better-
because we're closed on Mondays, the Bonnie Bray,
Yeah,
so they
so-
would all go to Poppy's on Mondays.
There was like 6 or 7 of them. Then there was our great uncle Hank. He's probably one of my favorite mentors.
Yeah.
But so we would, we're like, we're gonna fucking come down there. We're gonna get fucking drunk with you one of these times. And they're like, ha ha ha, that'd be real funny. And then we did it one time, and they fucking looked so panicked, dude.
Oh, really?
We walk in the door like, oh, that's cool. You showed up.
We told
That's
you.
good. That's good. I can see that.
We threatened you. Oh,
But
we'll
so
show
we're
up
just
one day.
Hank's drink was High Life,
Well,
and I've grown to love the Miller products.
Yeah.
I like
yeah.
Miller.
Yeah, I'm drinking Miller Lite right now because I drink too
Drink
many
it, but they don't
beer-
pay us for it yet.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
You give me money, sponsor Mins.
I'm drinking an MGD
We're up to
on
3 or
over
4 viewers an hour.
you guys,
There
you
we
guys
go.
see?
Drinking an
So
Shaggy.
hold on.
Oh,
So we're just slamming these Miller High Lifes, and then like the waitress is coming. They're like $1.50, $2 a drink, because it's back in the day, and it was like happy hour, and that's why they fucking went there. Get prime rib and drink cheap
yeah.
fucking beers.
Yeah.
That's
And then so we're buying a drink and then throwing down like $3-4 each tip
Oh, wow.
per
Right.
drink. And like the waitress walks away and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And Chris and I were like, don't fuck up our shit here, tipping them $3-4 a drink. They get $1 from each of us." And like fucking
did
they
that?
got so mad at us.
That is so
They're
funny.
fucking lecturing the shit out of us.
Oh,
I
that's
usually
fucking
tip
funny.
half the
That was
drink
the first
price.
lesson you actually taught me.
Really?
Outside of everywhere.
Why
Sorry
did
to
you get
interrupt
that
real
hook
quick.
out of my garage?
Excuse me. I had these in
hey.
the barn. Sorry.
No,
Can I-
that
can
was
I-
in
can I
my
just tell
garage.
my story a second?
No, that's
Then
a
you can ask
murder
questions.
weapon, maybe.
Where
I
did
don't
I-
know.
He's gonna
First-
murder me live on.
All right. The
Holy
first lesson, the
shit.
first lesson that I really got outside of
Oh, man.
working
I've
in
been
an
afraid to touch
establishment
that thing.
that's been around for at least 70 years or so. I just got to say, the first thing I learned, we just go. It was after one of your ransom shows.
Wow.
I'm with
And
Chrissy.
you learned how to tip?
Exactly. That's
Atta
exactly
boy.
where the hell I learned to tip.
You see that fucking...
Oh, that was a great transition.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
It's the truth. He knew where I
Hey,
was
you,
going.
you taught
Chrissy
him how to
me that.
tip.
First lesson.
Did you hear him?
So
I
basically,
did.
He's talking directly to you,
I'm
Bringus.
listening. Oh, he's a human.
I was
Well, he
taking
doesn't
notes.
get much time out of his life. So he's got a lot he needs to accomplish in his moment away.
Wait, hold on. What? Point that camera out and make him uncomfortable.
Here, tell me.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
What do you mean? Tell
Ooh,
us
that
a
was a
story?
new transition.
Tell us a story about how I taught you how to tip.
I just did. You were.
Did
on the
you? I
phone.
don't think I
And
heard
Jake
a
was in the
goddamn word you
bathroom.
I
said.
didn't pay attention.
It's
I
all
was
right.
looking at the
Luckily,
whiskey.
this is being
Hey.
recorded, but it's only
Did you see
fictional.
him come in with a fucking hook out of my
Oh,
garage?
yeah, he did.
I did.
He called it an ice pick.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he actually commented on it.
I don't.
I did. I
Show
saw
the
you got
camera.
a fucking
Just show
ice
the
pick.
camera since you're doing it. Hi, Mr. Camera.
So I got me
See,
two
hold on.
hands. I got me one hand
Did you
over
see-
here holding up all this shit here.
Either that or, you
My
know,
other one either is
hey,
doing that.
Hey.
ice.
Paul, let me talk to you directly.
Looking
Since
at my
I've been-
girlfriend.
You hook shit with it.
All right. What
Let
do
me
you got?
talk to you
I'm
directly.
gonna hook you.
Here, put it
I'ma
on Sabado
hook
because I'm going to ask him
you.
some
Put
questions.
the mic on
If you
Sabado.
know
All right,
what-
everybody
camera.
shut up. Sabado, listen to
Hey.
me. Me and you. We're having a talk right now. You know, on my garage talk, you see how organized that garage is?
Absolutely.
All right, thank you. I haven't touched that fucking hook ever. It's been sitting in one spot since
know.
I moved in
I
here.
know.
It's never moved, and he
know.
found it and fucking got a hold of my hook.
It had a
It's-
vibe.
it-
It had
it's-
an aura
That's like
around
a
it.
hay
They
hook
just
or a
called
murder
Sabado
weapon?
to it.
Well, they
What else
used
could
it-
you use it for? It was a hay hook or a murder weapon.
You could use it to.
Why would there be a murder or a hay hook?
He's picking his fucking nose with it.
Don't do that.
Wait, hold on. I want to
I'm
ask
showing you all
Sabado
the
a
different
question,
things
too.
you could use it, except for hooking hay or murdering folks.
Don't look at
You
the
could
back
use
of
it
my
for
head
lot.
with a hook in your hand. Did you see that?
no.
Nah.
No, so me and Sabado were talking before the podcast.
Did you?
What's
did you,
wrong with the motherfucker?
Hold
with a hook
on.
in
Let me
his
ask you a
hand?
question. Did you guys talk about sending an email to brothers?
No, we did
No, that's the wrong one. This
This
one.
motherfucker
But
be
no.
plugging shit.
Apparently,
That one. BrothersBrer. Did you talk about an email?
not, we did not.
Okay, go on.
but apparently this guy's a flat earther over here.
Oh, you piece of shit.
Oh,
He
really?
thinks there's
You
flat.
get out of my house with that
Who
fucking
the
piece
hell
of
said
shit
that?
hook.
This
You
all-
totally said that.
So-
before.
Okay, so when they pulled up, he was in a fucking red truck without a hook. And they were arguing about something, and I meant to ask him what they were arguing about, and it must
Flat
have been
Earth.
that flat Earth bullshit.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of questions about like going into space and
it was flat Earth. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not allowed to be a flat earther.
Yeah, dude. I'm
you're
just
not
saying.
like you're not like Kyrie Irving. You can't heat LeBron on the
Well,
pick and
Shaq
roll.
came out today. You see, Shaq
Kyrie
came out
Irving.
today. You see, Shaq came out today
Yeah,
saying he's a
stop.
flat earther too.
Drop.
no.
No,
He wrote
Shaq, come on,
Dude, he wrote a
Shaq.
whole fucking.
Oh, I love
It's
Shaq.
bad.
No, he's joking.
No,
Shaq
he's-
is
oh, he has
actually.
to
They're
be.
not, man.
Shaq is a. Kyrie ain't joking.
Hold on, I
Kyrie's a
gotta
dumb
find
son
the
of a bitch.
quote.
No, I believe he said something, but like Shaq actually is funny.
I don't think Shaq's
Kyrie is. I don't know about Kyrie.
Yeah, that Kyrie believes that shit.
Yeah, Kyrie definitely believes it.
I can't believe that shit.
That looks like.
Their argument
You ever notice on Star Wars like
is in their transition.
yeah, they do the train, but it'll be like a star, and it'll just go bzz, bzz, like right in the middle of a conversation.
Zip.
Like George Lucas is the worst all time. I mean, he was great at like creating like spaceships
Imaginary, right?
and like filming
Yeah.
things going pow pow pow
Yeah,
pow pow.
yeah, exactly.
But like he could not write dialogue or transition scenes, and it was
You mean
literally
it was
just
like this? Here, let's do some
yeah,
dialogue.
just like this.
Let's do some. Hey,
Hey.
Jordy. Yeah.
Hey Jordy,
Hey,
you're my
Jordy.
cousin.
Oh, boy,
yeah,
Jordy.
exactly. And then it would just be And then it would just
Hold
be
on, Mark. Hey, Jordy.
No.
There's Jordy. Hey, you see that cat thing I built behind you?
Yeah.
You fucking pieces of shit thought I was lying.
That's a cat
There's
house
proof.
if I've ever seen
I
one.
got a Star
There's
Wars
goddamn
joke.
proof.
I got a Star Wars joke for you
Hold
while
on.
we're doing that.
Let's
One
go
more.
right here.
You know,
Okay.
boom to me. It's like, hey, how many Kenobis does it take to put in a light bulb?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's all you gotta say, really.
Yeah. Oh, Obi 3 Kenobi.
Over 3 Kenobi.
3 Kenobis. It's
Seriously,
Yeah,
put
3
down that
Kenobis.
fucking hook. You're gonna
3
kill one of my
Kenobis.
animals.
All your pets are upstairs.
Why?
Sorry.
Where'd you find a ruler
at
too?
you, your
You know
pet
what you
dog.
remind me of is my nephew. He comes around here. I've never found that ruler before since I moved in, and
It's
he
me,
found
me.
it. And then you just found it too.
Really?
Oh, that's the wife.
Oh
Let's
shit!
see if it'll be on here. Hey, wife, you're on the BB podcast.
Oh, well, then I guess I better watch it.
Huh?
Then I guess I better watch my mouth then.
Yeah, what are you going to talk about? Black people or something?
No,
What's going on? You at a shrimp factory?
I am at a shrimp factory.
Where the hell are you? This is late at night. You out there
Huh?
kissing boys at a Burger King?
Yes, I am.
It must be. This is kind of late. Where are you at? There's only two places:
Okay.
kissing boys at a Burger King or shopping at some place.
No, I think you said picking shrimp.
No, I went to the gym.
Oh, you went to the gym.
Shrimps.
How was your gym experience?
Are you there?
You hear me?
Turn
I
down
can
the
hear
music.
you just fine.
Okay.
Yeah, turn on the music.
Sabado's in your house. I apologize. He can hear you, so say something rude.
Oh,
Come on.
hey, I have a, I got a skin thing that I want you to look. I want you to look at next time I see you.
Do you hear that, babe?
What?
He has a skin thing you need to look at.
When you see him next.
Did you just go?
It's not a joke. It's one thing that I was actually like. God forbid, like we got all this classical music and everybody else listening to this conversation. But yeah, when I was speaking with Patrick, I was telling him like I'll just show you. It's on my arm, like next to my elbow. It looks weird, man, but it's been there since I was like 12, 13, 14, 15. But yeah, like you would know because you look at a lot of skin from what I hear. And yeah. And anyway,
Hardly hear.
you live
Hey,
in a
where
great
you at?
place. Your father's fucking
I'm
immaculate.
on my way home.
All right, look at his skin when you get here.
Oh, you don't have
We'll
to.
see you
sorry.
here in a bit, baby boo.
The epidermis.
I'm gonna text you. I need you to read your text.
He
Oh,
will.
uh-oh. That's inside info.
Private.
That's inside info. All right, you got it.
And just a heads up, we only
Don't
have
text
about,
and drive. Pull over.
We only have about 22 minutes left.
Over.
It's the end of the show. So 30
So I
minutes.
learned
we're
some
out.
stuff about microphones.
Hey.
This kind of microphone.
Bye.
Oh, sorry, babe. Bye.
Bye.
So like a ribbon microphone. Apparently the ribbon. This ain't no ribbon, I don't think.
Oh, no ribbon in there.
But like a mic like this is good for vocals or like acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
I can see that.
And like a really loud amp fucking vibrates it too much.
Ribbons.
And then them ribbon amps. Yeah. Those ribbon mics are like $2,000.
Ribbons.
You gotta look that shit up. Get yourself a nice ribbon mic,
What's
boys.
ribbon mic good for?
It's about the same stuff. You gotta get one of them though.
Play some MIDI songs.
I'm afraid my computer will crash.
Yeah, he'll crash it.
Cause I am not using much GPU on here right now. That's okay.
Ooh, that transition was
Jordy.
nice.
That just used like 90% CPU.
Bro, not on here, bro. Okay,
Did you
bro.
see that transfer? I was like 90%, man, right? Or
Man,
whatever.
mesmerized.
Ram.
Rammstein. What are you
Listen
pulling
to a
up?
patio song.
Yeah, let's listen
I
to patio
went,
music.
I went to
Let's record one.
What were you gonna say,
Micro Center and got some more
Hell yeah.
RAM.
dude? Do you know how GQ I feel at Micro Center? I could go in there without washing 6-7 days, with my hair sticking everywhere,
You're right.
and my pee pee out.
Yeah.
That's my penis.
Oh, yeah.
That's my penis.
That's my penis.
And then you can be smelling like onions in your armpits. And then like everybody who works there is way worse.
Yep.
They're stinky, but they know everything about everything. Go to Micro Center. You don't go to none of them
Except
big box
for
stores.
where to find their inventory.
Oh,
really?
They don't know.
Sounds like we have an issue here.
Like say like you're saying like I want that computer door.
They're
And
like,
they're
what
like,
computer
"I'll go in the
door
back."
says we got 9 of them, but I can't find it anywhere.
I hate when someone tells you that. Like, apparently we have 4 of them, but I can't find them. Well, fuck you.
Yeah, right before he plays patio song, there's that couple that comes in the tap room with their mom, the stinky couple. The woman's like 400 pounds with a beard and like can't like you. Her brain is so far gone. You're like, hey, what kind of pizza can I get you? I want a pizza with iced tea and tortilla.
Yum.
He's not joking either.
Yeah, that's
That's
literally what
hilarious.
she said. So Judy Pumpkin goes up to them the other
The
day.
501st
I haven't
OG.
seen you at the potluck at the St. Vincent's in a while.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, and they're like, we gotta go.
Speaking of Judy,
They had to get away.
He's
we
saying
haven't
that-
seen
He's
the
saying
other
that
Judy.
Judy is so repulsive that the worst person in the world was repulsed. That's what he was saying.
I get what you're saying. But the other Judy, we haven't seen her.
She came in and wasn't she repulsed too? Oh, my rectum.
I'm just saying.
She's got to be dead.
Yeah.
Judy Pumpkin, I seen her.
No, Judy.
Is
Reese.
Judy Pumpkin the one I know?
Judy
The
Pumpkin?
Jewish.
I only know one of the Jews.
That ain't no Jew.
The gray one that always talks to me about black people and rap music.
No,
What's your
that's-
favorite patio
It's a
tunes,
different
Jacob?
person.
What's up?
I got a bunch of patio. Picks one.
Oh, okay.
We're not gonna stop after the patio tune. We just need a break.
Fuck
Yeah, we need a break. Someone
You guys,
read
should
us
go,
an
you
email.
guys should go Joe Rogan
picked one?
style. You guys should go Joe Rogan
picked
style
one?
and do 3 hours.
No.
Which one was it?
No. Like that.
All right.
You really think that's too long for a podcast?
Oh, yeah,
That's
absolutely.
very scary.
I disagree. I think
Because you need to listen to 50 podcasts
Chrissy.
like me.
He does.
Well, I'd listen
you
to
hear me?
50 podcasts.
Yeah.
How do you listen to 3 hours?
Shut up, everybody.
We
All right, I'm
just
done.
want to tell you
after.
passion too, bro. Just real quick.
Shut up for a second. We're just listening to a song. Listen to the song.
Sorry, man.
Oh, Militia Dave.
Yeah, Militia Dave.
Yeah, this is good.
Wait, is this you guys or no?
Hi, I'm Militia Dave. If I was all you folks, I'd stay the fuck away from my cave. I got it all rigged.
Hey, what the fuck?
Hang on. So you're selling the rest of that song for a nickel?
No.
Fuck, man. Anybody
Yeah,
got some
send us
nickel,
a
no
nickel.
money?
Send us a
I'll
nickel.
buy
Send
the
us
rest
a
of
nickel. I won't
it.
start
I'll buy
it
the
again.
rest of it.
All right, hold on. Hey, this guy's crazy. There's the setup for the song. These crazy boys. This is one of my favorites, and I don't think I was part of it, you pricks.
Nope.
But I think that's when I was courting the lady.
Could be.
When you guys were making like a podcast every 2 days.
Probably.
It was good times.
to town. We're going to town.
I was going to town while you were going to
You
town.
were going to town while I was going to town. That guy
I'm
was
Militia
going to
Dave.
town. We were all going to
If
town.
I was all you folks, I'd stay the fuck away from my cave. I got it all rigged. Ready to blow.
Who is this on vocals right now?
All I need is for you to stick that little toe. Cross that line, oh boy.
Do you know Militia
That ass is mine.
Militia Dave's
I bet you
a hero.
my
We'll explain it
homemade
afterwards.
cells work just fine. So be afraid,
I'm sorry, what was that?
tremble in fear.
We'll explain it after. Yeah.
Cause I guarantee you, Militia Dave's somewhere near. Yep, somewhere close by. Hey, 12 microwaves. Frontline perimeter, stand.
I like that.
Don't be afraid to cry. Don't be afraid to pick up the brie cheese. This brie cheese ain't no goat cheese. This is cow cheese. How the hell am I supposed to make all you faggots dinner without no goddamn goat brie? Goat brie.
Say, gentlemen, anybody have any Tabasco sauce?
Need some pepper. Chicken, chicken, chicken.
I'd like to make the noise of an apple.
Chicken, chicken,
But apples don't make noises.
chicken.
Apple,
Chicken,
apple,
chicken,
apple, baguette.
chicken, chicken, chicken,
Apple,
chicken,
apple,
chicken,
apple, baguette.
chicken,
Apple, apple,
chicken,
apple, baguette.
chicken, 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 chicken,
Apple, baguette.
chicken,
Apple, 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 baguette.
chicken,
Apple, 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 baguette.
chicken,
Apple, apple,
chicken,
apple, baguette. Apple, baguette.
I love it.
It's like a. There's my dog.
Well, this ain't gonna be no Waco, boys. No sir. You see, I've got rubber gloves, parsley, acetylene. I've got 12 microwaves ranging in various spaces.
He
Liquids
does.
to turn the tide.
Dude, he's so crazy.
All berries.
You know, it's like it's a Scott
Middle
Weiland
tubes.
song.
Split trees in half. Crack gravy.
Scott Weiland. What band was he in? That sounds familiar.
Prepare yourselves.
Stone Table Pilot.
Fortify your home.
Is he the one that died?
See, this is important.
That's why.
First wave will be Croatian Special Forces, followed by the elite Soviet Union Guard.
How'd you come up with these lyrics?
Somalian bomb squad.
Being at a bar.
To make up the worst.
I love it. I love shit like this.
Oh yeah, you gotta explain it. It'll be good.
So, go home, make your weapons, and prepare yourselves. And be afraid. Be very afraid. Good job, man. Good job.
Nice transition,
We're
bro.
all dead. Except for me, actually. I'm at home eating bacon.
That was me on the harmonica, wasn't it?
Attaboy.
Fuck yeah, harmonica's one of my favorite instruments. I don't know why. I just love
Did you
it.
say that reminded you of your parents?
This
It's one of my favorite instruments. It kind of sounds like I get it.
I fucked my mom
that's-
with a harmonica.
No, that song reminded me of my parents, how they have microwaves in the woods.
He was in not that long ago, Jake, and he was sitting there telling me like, yeah, I live down in the St. Louis Valley now. Serial killer out there, killed 15, 16 people. They'll never catch him. He's too smart.
Dude, he was saying that shit, dude.
I'm just like,
And he's like, I happen to have a house in San Luis Valley.
Yeah.
Let's see here. We could do a new segment and see what I recorded drunk.
Yeah.
Let's see what I got.
Yo,
here.
yo. Can we give I never got a dime from any of the sponsors, only just recognition.
Here's
anyway, can we when we close out the show, can we
Oh,
just
here
like
you go.
like
Attaboy.
put aside like 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes just to record like any type of basement music? You got your patio
Yeah, I was
songs.
trying to figure out how to get some basement music going.
You can
That
play
would
the
be
beats in
dope.
the back.
I
you
think
know,
it would
and,
be a
like,
good idea.
Just 2, 3,
We'll
4
just
minutes,
have
however
different
long it takes.
musicians
That's
come
how
in
we-
every week
we
with
just
us.
close out
That'd
the
be
show
cool.
like that.
No,
Just
except for
close it
Mark
out.
doesn't like it. All right, let's see.
Mark
Let's
doesn't
start.
like it, huh?
Let's
Let's
start
start a
right
3-hour
here.
podcast. It's already we're already over.
What's wrong with 3-hour podcast?
No, it's
I want to
I'm
hear.
curious.
This is a new segment. What
you're
Patrick
not the
recorded
Dave.
when he was
Not
drunk.
a Dave.
I like my podcast to be 3 hours. I'm
You
just
just
saying.
go wherever you want to.
We're up to an hour. That's about right. All right.
No, yeah, it's good.
This is a new song.
2 minutes
maybe.
over.
Let's see if it's a new song.
This is I hate.
Pissed.
I would be pissed.
All right, this might be a new tune.
Let's see what happens. Oh, there's music. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, it's drinky time.
That's pretty good.
Well, that's cool. I don't recollect this at all. Somebody's gonna drink from that.
4 ounces.
This is my 4-ounce fucking drink, bro.
Alright, let's try another one.
He's really oh man, we
Ooh,
was
this
just
has
getting
got some
into it.
vivacious looking wife.
Yo, yeah, this is where we can create on top. God forbid it comes down.
Yeah, that's pretty cool too. Well, it's the same riff. I remembered it twice. That's a good sign.
That's a good sign.
When's your guys' next show?
Oh, we're playing this.
we got a show
this
several
Friday.
days from now.
Nice.
Friday the 24th at McDonough's in Aurora.
Yo,
that
we
off.
should mix
Turn
that.
it
He's
How close is that?
Pat
to here?
can't make
I
it. He's
like
helping
the
me
first
move that
one.
day.
Good.
Yeah, I gotta move
As
my
for someone
bringus.
that's ignorant and doesn't know how close is that from here.
It's like Havana and I live.
So pretty easy to get there from light rail now.
Yeah,
No,
man.
it's very, very easy
Nice.
to get to our telephone show.
When's that Friday?
One of
night?
these days we'll do a live podcast when we have more than 2 or 3 viewers.
We only
At a
got maybe
time.
one, maybe. I don't even know if that at this point.
No, we got 4 right now.
Well, now we got 3 robots.
Yeah, what a
Shut
bunch
up,
of cocks.
robot boy. So we're gonna do.
Hey,
I was
robot.
thinking this summer we'll do some outdoor casts.
You think
That'd
for
be
the
dope.
first night of
We'll have a
spring?
BBQ and then we'll set
Outcast.
up all the mics.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll set them up like above us.
we
so-
need a tent and just and
we need a tent and a couple of
need a
caterers.
above
tent?
ground, just a tiny
Well,
stage.
we probably do
for
need
the
a tent.
vibrations. Trust me, I run
I
outdoor
guess you're trying to
sets.
sleep outside.
Not because of
Okay.
vibrations, weirdo. To cover up the
Motherfucker,
mics
you
from
ain't
the
running
fucking rain.
That's the tent. I'm talking about the floor.
Hey, is this some
I'm talking about running cord.
Some tweets?
Yeah, I passed them to you. You smoked them and left them over there.
There's one right there.
Man.
Hey, man.
That's my bad.
Could you play that first beat once again?
Oh, yeah, that's your bud.
And
hey, is your music on?
What is that?
like, God forbid, if
Basement
anybody
people?
wants to give any like,
I turned it down because I could hear it on the patio.
Yeah, I want to hear this again.
Do you want to rap to something?
No, I just want to listen, homie.
Actually, Paul's not bad at freestyling. He came over to my house one night. He was
fucking crush
freestyling
his
with my
soul.
roommates.
All right,
both rappers.
all right, let's try. Let's make an
I saw a
experiment.
video of that shit.
Hey, appreciate it.
Hey, listen, let's make an experiment.
Looking out.
For real, like even them talk
Here's
about
our
it
email.
Dude, thank
This
you,
is
bro.
the date.
That means a lot.
Let's make an experiment. I'm gonna try to load this program. Then you guys can freestyle.
No.
No, get out of here.
And
We're
if it
just-
crashes,
I'm not freestyling. I'll
and
never,
if it
I'll never
crashes,
do
it's
that
the end
shit.
of the podcast.
But Paul did do.
T
I'm
minus
just saying,
two
Paul did
bombs.
do a
T
decent
minus
job.
2 bombs on
Actually,
this.
Whenever
it
he
won't
freestyled
work.
with my roommates that freestyle. all
Yo,
the time.
you do good ass work too, yo. Like
Who are you talking to?
This motherfucker is the only motherfucking cat I know who could fucking 3-time a gal and still be cool with hikka-kicka-taka-chicka.
I don't know what any of that meant.
That's
Well,
pretty
it's 'cause
good.
I don't
But
want
I'll
to
take
take
it as a
business
compliment.
out there like that. Hell yeah, I'm keeping
you
that
can,
shit
you
you
can
told me
disrespect
before.
any of them.
What's a
that you
kichi
know.
kaka waka?
You know, straight
Catch
up.
it, watch
I
it.
don't know. do
Any of the
sign
bitches
language.
that you would know that I've hooked
like
up
the
with, you can talk
cosmos.
openly about them because none of them will care.
You know what a patio song I like is the one where it's all that metal music and we're just going truck, truck,
What's the name of it?
truck. I have no idea.
That was one of the newer ones.
Yeah.
Truck.
Same track. Well, I was saying that earlier.
Wait, where
when,
does the
when
What
Paul
is it
was
called?
doing his soundtrack?
Goddamn Jake's
Talk
fucking
loud.
solid, man.
Truck.
where would the listener
It might be the
get a hold of
daishiki.
any of this patio music?
I don't remember
Nobody
that.
knows.
Is
The
there
denim
Is it
daishiki.
even possible?
Patio music?
The
Uncle,
there's
Uncle
like,
Derby Schmitter?
There's like 120 minutes
Right.
of that shit. or
Yeah,
something
it's
like that,
great
isn't
though.
there?
That's like
My-
one of some of my
you know.
favorite music you guys ever play though.
It's because we're the worst and we don't know how to
No,
get our
but-
content
But
out.
is there any way
What-
that
do you
an
know what
average
it's called?
listener can get a
Might
hold
be
of
the
that to
denim
listen to?
daishiki, but I'm
All
not
right,
sure.
let's
I
try
don't
it.
know.
Or I guess just me
Shut up!
Fucking
drunk
e-
on my off my ass tonight later.
I'll hook you up.
email the
All right.
podcast. You know the
Yeah,
Email.
email the podcast.
You know
Hold
Do
on.
robots
Shut
know
up.
how to email?
that'll be a start. If there's a whole
I'm just saying,
overwhelming
I was
response,
just
Is it
thinking-
this one? Everybody shut up.
I think it is.
No,
I
I
can't
was
be
just-
sure.
Yeah.
It's hard to know.
Email us at bringodingo@jingalong-dingbingy.
That'd be funny if we got copyright infringement on YouTube.
It's all Paul Simon.
It's like you guys need to
What the
remove
fuck,
this
dude?
content from YouTube immediately because it's like not
I gotta
even
make a
like
pee-pee boy.
original. Is this? It's yours. Maybe this isn't it. This is like
I don't even know.
I think this is like the Uncle Durbin Schmitter.
I like it. Chris,
Might be it.
did you ever get involved in their music at all?
Yeah, he's involved in a lot of it.
We do the patio.
This is
music
actually
stuff.
those two, I think.
I thought you maybe did some. I've always drunk
This
on the
one?
podcast.
I wasn't on this one.
Yeah, you were. This was at Devon Square.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this was this is one of the Devon Square sessions at the BrothersBrer condo extravagance.
Extravagance.
It was on the 3rd story and all that.
I was so fat back then, I had to carry that big old bass up the fucking stairs.
That's what this is. This is October.
October.
Oh, I remember this one now. Because we brought all my pedals.
Yeah. Yeah, this isn't the one. Which one were you talking about?
Hey man, you want to talk
Truck,
real
truck.
crazy a minute? I tell you what, you ever want to get out of a goddamn conversation where Jesus Christ, some guy buys you 3 fucking drinks and you don't want to give him a one of your fucking dime?
Yeah. Jesus.
Nice transition.
Ball and meat meatballs.
He loves our transitions.
Oh, yeah. It's like we'd be like the best DJs.
Mr. Spaghetti, $5 a meatball. Mr. Spaghetti, $5 a meatball. Mr. Spaghetti, $5 a meatball.
That's awesome.
Rushing that.
Spaghetti, $5 a meatball.
$5 meatballs, my favorite YouTube video you guys have. this your gangster skin? Oh my god, I lose it every time.
This one's got a pretty amusing version of Mr. Sandman on the middle of it.
I think it's funny
Is
because
it
Mr. Sandman?
one night Katie came over to our apartment. It was just me, her, and Austin. And we went through like all your guys' videos. So they
really?
still come up like on my like recommended
Good.
YouTube videos. But it's funny because like people will be over and they'll be like, "Hey man, what's that?" You know? I'm like, "All right, fuck it, let's play it."
Do it, dude.
And it's
Play it to
so
everybody
funny.
ever.
It's just so funny because like no one understands. I'm like, "Those are my bosses." You
What
have
is
to
there not to understand? It's pretty straightforward. Listen to that low end. Listen to Margot. Dear God. There's my brother. And there's another angle. And there's all of us.
October.
Is this October?
This is October. This is the truck
sure?
song. Yep. Yeah.
Should we open more bottles of whiskey?
Is this one empty?
I'm probably right.
Is this empty?
I don't know.
I think there's another shot. in there.
Here's
I mean,
the
it's
Mr.
pretty
Sandman. Shut up.
Mr. Bring me some snickers like I've never seen.
It is crazy.
We just gotta upload all this.
You should make weird videos for him all.
October. It is October. Do you know how hard it was for me to do that? As you can hear, all this spacey shit, I was laughing the whole time.
It's pretty intense.
It's intense.
This could be like.
Listen to
This
that's
is
me
like some
laughing.
like horror music.
That's me laughing too, because I can't do a take of
was us.
anything.
And we were completely sober for this one.
Yeah, you guys were. Yeah.
So ridiculous. I love it. Dude, I was hammered. Straight sober.
Did you say you were hammered, straight sober?
I was
'Cause now
straight
I'm
sober,
confused.
bro.
But you did say I was hammered.
Yeah, I was trying to sound impressive online.
Okay.
It didn't work.
Well, it would have worked until you came to the truth.
That's the only thing
That's
I...
your cat sound.
We had
like
a great cat sound one and we lost it.
Yep.
For real though. The first bottle of
Patio
whiskey.
song
The first bottle of whiskey we opened. Was it only two? Was it 2 or 3 podcasts that lasted? Because that one's empty.
That one's empty because my brother's here.
No more.
Yeah,
That's
Trey's
it.
here, too.
That is definitely it.
And
That's just
Salvador's
crazy.
here.
I was saying it's crazy. Like, well, was it 2 or
I did.
3?
That's a 2 or 3.
Is this the third one at your house or the fourth?
I don't know
Zero.
words.
There's none left.
Third.
None left to waste here.
How do you stay so fit, Salvador?
Yeah. How do you?
Because you're a horrible person.
Eat
and you drink
toenails
constantly.
and fucking Montague cold snacks.
Must be hard work.
The Montucky cold snack is actually a good diet.
You got... Oh, it's there.
I think.
Look at
I
Mark
think
go.
it was.
Mark did his job.
I didn't do anything besides leave
Mark
the
did his
shit
job.
on the whole time.
Let's change the transition because we're badass. Ooh, a clock. Ready? You guys got a problem with this? Look at the screen. You guys are fucking so gay because I am badass.
You guys, any of you guys gonna stay awake for the Dave Chappelle specials tonight?
It depends on. Because, see, you have time to kind of sober up a little on a train and shit. We're going to keep drinking until we pass the fuck
Right.
out.
Well, I'm taking the train straight to Jack's house. from
Jackie
work.
boy.
And I'm going to continue drinking, and I have a 8-ball of Coke in my pocket.
Oh, does it
So
look
we're
like a
gonna-
ball of 8s?
Oh, that
I'll show
reminds
you
me.
if you want to see
Oh,
it.
I don't give a shit.
You boys ever hear that Joey Diaz?
Fuck yes, I love
That's
Joey
it?
Diaz. It's
Who?
actually Sabado gave me this container.
Really?
Back here.
Thank you.
And it's one of the greatest containers. I use
See,
it every
that
day.
never.
I use it every day, Sabado. Shout out to
Yo.
this motherfucker. But yeah, I mean, there's some good Coke in there.
Trying
that's-
my
that's an
best
8-ball, huh?
impersonation.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
3.5.
See, I would never
That's like an
guess
eighth,
that.
man.
When I was a kid, I
Yeah.
remembered it
Who
in my brain.
equates
When
8
somebody said
with
an 8-ball,
3.5?
I was
Yeah,
sitting
yeah.
there thinking, "Fucking an 8-ball."
Mine's
Dude,
greater than
And I'm like,
mine.
"Holy shit, people do that!"
I've actually only
Mine's
done this
greater
once,
of mine
but I did
than
it
mine.
once. Some
Yeah,
of
of
my
course
Missouri
you
friends
would.
came
You
in
told me to be
once.
thinking about these numerical
Some Missouri
logistics.
friends came in once, and I decided, I don't know. We were all just joking about like
But
going to the
seriously.
dispensaries and how weird it was. So like, one of my friends convinced me, and we just
never
went.
even
I went to
smelled
the
it before. You ever
dispensary,
looked at it?
the bud tender,
Yeah,
at
I've
High
seen
Level
it.
Health, and I was just like, how much is like an 8-ball of like that
Look at
Kush
my
you
brother
got?
looking at it.
8-ball of Kush.
Just to ask them that, because like they
yeah.
know you're talking powder, and it's just like
That's how naive I am
awkward
as
as
a drug
fuck.
addict.
Cocaine, smoking, the shit's stupid.
But I only done it
Yeah,
once.
I agree
I've
with
only-
you.
I- I disagree. Coke's
I
my,
wanna-
Coke's
I
my
wanna-
DOC, but
If you're a drunk, you need cocaine.
Maybe.
and I'm a drunk, so
Well, then you're good.
No, I
No,
drink
I agree.
to like not be awake anymore.
no, I agree.
Yeah, exactly.
Most of the time,
That's
I
like
use
the problem
most of the
with
time I
cocaine.
use Coke to stay awake while
When
I
the fuck
continue
did
to
this
drink.
shit
so
turn
I
into
would
a
agree with
self-help
this
book?
guy.
Okay, sweet.
Honestly, I didn't order a self-help fucking audio.
All right,
book
so
on
we're gonna
this
start
business.
winding this down. You got any stories?
No. Well, yeah,
That
the
was
real
so
minute,
aggressive, man.
the real minute was Sabado.
That's how my
Come on,
audience
dude. You ain't been
responds.
on like what 4 weeks?
Yeah.
You gotta have.
We
a
got the
story.
real minute with Sabado.
I
I'm not
know we
going
got a real
first.
minute
Dude,
with
I
Sabado.
started
not
making
going
a.
first.
I started making a beat
Yeah, we have a beat.
to
That's beautiful.
Nick doing the movie moment
Oh really?
Yeah, his movie moment was great.
because he was just like, "That nigga got hit with a carrot, and that bitch was fucking dead. That bitch
Yeah,
was a carrot fucker." And that was a description of the whole movie. So I was like, I need to make a. So I started making one, but I didn't make a wave file or nothing
Let's finish it.
because I'm a drinkard.
You need cocaine, dude.
That's how it's
That's
pronounced.
true.
That's how
You ain't
it's
getting into
properly
heaven according
pronounced.
to
You're a
Sabado's
damn
story.
drunkard.
You need cocaine.
Yeah, drunkard means you already achieved
everybody
success.
should
You never
probably try
drunkard, you
cocaine at
drunkard.
least once.
You drinking in it. I'm a drinker too, brother. No matter how
Yeah,
much
obviously.
I sip, I can never get that full of drunk. Not yet. I don't know, man. Maybe I'll fucking sip
That
that
full of
fucking
drunk?
nice shot one day. Maybe it might be out of.
All right.
What the hell is this? By
Actually,
the way?
it was
This
the
is
same
like-
as you
it's
It's
say,
for laundry
like,
detergent, bro.
What? No, what the fuck is this? It's next to the
Nah, this is
feline
what I used to
feed
fill
bag,
my
man.
bong
that's
with.
for when you're cooking crack, dude.
Man, this
You know?
the tiniest measurement. I thought
Well,
that,
baking
I
soda,
thought he's
you don't need
collecting
much baking
cat
soda.
semen, and that's why he's breeding
No,
like
this
little
is what I.
birth holes.
Hey, that's a
in
good
his back.
idea. I want to know how much I jizz them. I bet you it's like
Jesus.
nothing.
Hey, he does
If
it
you
in
jizz
90-day
in this thing-
cycles.
It depends how long you wait.
Maybe.
No, it definitely does.
Yeah, but you're not
I
going to
definitely
fill
would.
it.
Yeah, you definitely,
I don't come anymore now, and then when I do come twice a month, it's sort of a sad little.
I imagine you're a dribbler.
Well,
When you
it's turned
come,
into
it's just kind
dribbles.
of like you're one of those
It
ones that
used
just
to
kind of
be, like if
dribbles
I would
out.
go a day or two without coming, it would be some.
Said a day or two.
It would
I
be.
haven't come at all in several months. If you go a day without coming.
No, I'm saying the same. If I want a day in the old days, if I want a day or two
Oh,
without
old
coming,
days.
it'd be like massive amounts of jizz.
You see
Now it's
this?
a month later, and it's
Where do you
like,
think you would fill
your
it?
dick don't know how to work no more.
You know, it's kind of funny. They make
I don't
stickers
think it would be that much.
to put on your car that say "Jizz Machine."
Hell
Jizz
yeah.
I see that
machine.
thing.
Why would you want a sticker that says "Jizz Machine"?
Yeah,
Nah.
why would you ever want that?
I make a lot of jizzies.
Yeah, you know.
And I
But-
want
but
everybody
it's
to know
like a
about
good
my
thing.
jizzies.
Yeah.
You girl like jizz?
You Jizz Machine.
You girl, if you like jizz, I'm
Who
the
said it
man.
earlier that they were a good shot? Was that Mark?
Oh, that's me. Yeah,
A good
I got-
shot?
I got
Like
a
you
lot
got
of
aim
velocity.
with it?
Me
No,
too.
No aim, just lots of velocity.
I still got a lot of velocity.
No, I've got no velocity.
You got
Yeah,
I'm doing
I
all
ain't got
right.
shit.
I got
you guys are
feet
dribblers.
per
It
second.
just dribbles
No,
out.
no, it comes out, but
Yeah, it's
I mean,
good.
I can't shoot. I ain't like Peter North. I ain't shooting this shit. Fuck.
Are you
Oh, yeah.
serious? I still got at least a 5 foot range.
Oh, yeah,
No.
for sure.
5 foot?
Dude,
No,
I'm
5
swearing.
foot.
I'm not even
Yeah.
being crazy.
It's like
Jake's all like, get the fucking time lapse out.
Honestly, no, I'm glad I don't have that range.
Slow motion
We'll have to
camera.
do a contest.
I don't want that range
We'll
because
have
that's
to do
the
a
type of
contest,
range.
You and me, Patrick.
That's the type of range that whenever you jerk off yourself, you're
Dude,
gonna get it
it's
on your
scary.
face, dude. You don't want that
Oh,
shit.
that happened
No.
to me once. It's
Yeah.
horrible.
hey
Fuck
man,
you.
you're not supposed to look down the barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah, who the fuck
This is what happens to me now. Like I'll have sex with my wife.
That's true. I should not do that
And then
anymore.
I'll do that, and
I
she's
want to
like-
see what's happening.
She was like, "You didn't even come," and then I'll pull my dick out, and I'll just like squeeze my dick, and then just a piece of snot will come out. It's like this from my nose.
It's a little booger.
You guys ever had a fake orgasm with a chick?
Baby.
Yeah,
Oh, of course.
back in the day when I was a kid, I did constantly.
I
Now I wish I could.
I had to do that like Tuesday.
Wow,
Tuesday,
really?
that was like a weekend.
I've never had to do that.
Seriously?
I just
You've
don't-
never
Day of
fucking.
the week.
No, I've done it a lot.
I just
but-
don't come if I
yeah,
don't want
definitely.
Yeah,
No,
but
no, it's
here's
just
the
like
thing, though. It's
She
just-
wants you to keep going until you come, and it's just like
see, here's
I
the
either
thing.
just gotta fake it because I got a condom on, so it don't matter.
Oh.
Like I
Here's
don't,
the thing.
well, if it's a chick from a bar, I don't fucking
Sure,
wear a condom.
right.
Here's
Fuck
the
that.
thing,
I got
though.
you. No, that's good.
I'm very
It's because
safe.
they're all about the completion. No matter
Right.
how quick it is, they want you to fucking come.
Right. Well,
And
it's
then
easier
these
for
if
me.
you
Bitches
don't-
be on a mission.
But the funny thing is, I think they know because your fucking dick gets
I think
throbbing.
she definitely knew I faked.
See, when
I
I
had
was
to.
a kid,
That was the only way it was
See, with a
ending.
condom, it's
I was
easy.
like, I've been drinking all
Yeah, I
night.
know,
There's
but
just
with
no
a
way I'm
condom, you
coming
can fake
tonight.
it. Yeah.
See, but when I was a kid,
Yeah,
I
that's
could
the
be
only
like,
way you can. If you
Yeah,
don't have a
it's-
condom,
then you're totally
you're
fucked.
fucked, man. You just have to
Yeah.
fuck until
He said that.
until you're tired as hell.
That's why I've been running.
I was
now
That's great. That's so great. Honestly, I never really fuck without a condom though.
no, you shouldn't.
I'm just safe about it. I don't
Hey,
know.
that's
I
good.
don't trust that bitch.
No, that's good.
No, you shouldn't.
Absolutely.
Absolutely
Any closing
not.
remarks? I thought you had one last story you wanted to say.
Oh, wow.
Any closing remarks?
What happened to this guy?
This is the end.
He's sleeping in his truck bed tonight.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering what the hell is going to happen here. Are you sleeping in some hay in my backyard? You move right there.
He already tried the propositions to make a patio
No.
tune tonight.
All right.
Oh,
So
yeah. Oh, my wife works.
Patio tunes.
If she didn't
I
have a
just
job,
wanna
we could
get this shit
patio
up
music
and,
all
like, I ain't
night
been
long.
around like
The
for
ticker
a
cheers.
little while. I might not be back again for a little bit. I just want to say it's really legitimate that Chrissy be in this business with us.
Thank you, Chrissy.
And yeah, like he
Say-
started. He
say
started.
you're
he
welcome
started
to
off the show,
Sabado.
started off the tune with 1 and then 2. He gave you a 1-2.
Thank you,
Then we-
Jacob. You
then,
have
know,
children,
he's
too.
gonna close out
One
the show
child.
with just this. So
child.
not
Thank
putting
you
on
for
the
being
spot,
with
no
us.
closing remarks.
Yeah, it's always a good time.
And then Mark.
Don't want to mess
Hey.
up. You know,
Thank
you
you.
guys. Can't
Hey, we're playing Friday 24th.
Oh,
McDonald's.
yeah.
Yeah,
Look at us.
yeah.
We're karate boys.
Yeah, you guys know,
You know,
how
that's
to
my-
swing. You guys really swing.
Yeah,
We are
Okay.
swingers.
We're swinging cats.
Me and Mark swing all the time.
Intense. In the woods.
No, that's my favorite gig ever since. Hey, I didn't even bring it up. He pissed in front of my father-in-law.
Totally did.
And then my father-in-law just went
He
in
brought
there
it up.
like nothing was going on. Like,
And then he brought it up this day, actually. I thought it was really.
Okay.
I was like, all right, we don't have to talk about it. But whatever.
let me paint this picture. So
yeah,
he
you got
goes
this.
in the bathroom. I think you shut the door.
I did shut the door completely.
And then he just walked in there and started doing laundry. And he's pissing away. Later on, I was like, so you seen his dick, did you? And he started laughing a little bit, and I laughed too.
I don't think you could have saw it.
Well, I mean,
I ain't gonna stand in an
He's
angle.
being modest.
Just being honest.
he's-
But I don't give a fuck if she.
Yeah.
doesn't believe anybody.
He was
I'm confident.
No way.
He was in the military. He probably fucking bathed in a rice paddy in Taiwan next to a pecker or two.
He's like,
He's-
well,
No, but it was awkward as soon as I got here.
Chucky loved to skate.
As soon as I got here today, I got out of the
Do you
truck.
know why he
like,
brought it up?
No.
Because he's hung like a horse. He doesn't care what you got.
I don't give a
He's
fuck.
like, look at the size
no,
of this.
I just thought it was funny because like
Hold on, let me ask you a question now.
Motherfucker I have met in a
Did
long
he
ass time.
did he turn on the dryer with his penis?
no, he did turn on the dryer. He didn't stay in there long enough that like he was like fuck it.
He was like
I'm
out
gonna
here.
load this shit anyways.
He was out here. He's all.
It
like-
wasn't like I opened the door and realized that you're in here doing something. It was I opened the door, realized you're in here doing something. I don't give a fuck. I'm changing my laundry. I respect him for it though.
Absolutely.
But I just thought it was funny. Like the first thing I got here, I was like, "Hey, what's up, man?" And he was like,
see
"Hey,
your pecker."
I won't walk in on the bathroom with you this time."
Yeah, I witnessed that. He said that.
I just thought it was hilarious. And then he put his hand out to shake, and I was just like, "Yeah, I guess." Like,
Your
this
dick
is the
ain't that
shake hand
white.
moment.
Yeah, it's not as white as Pecker Boy over here. Anybody got any plugs? What are you doing tomorrow?
Working.
Mark's working. Or,
I'm
Jake's
working.
working.
I got the day shift at the BrothersBrer.
My brother's working the day shift. What's
Oh,
tomorrow? Tuesday?
Tuesday.
What is he touching?
I'm cooking every night this week
Yeah,
at the
write me a
BrothersBrer
note.
Tavern. Come in and get some food.
You don't work tomorrow night? Who's working for you?
Alec, I think.
Alec.
What?
Check out
What are
the-
you doing tomorrow?
Check out the Adam Dunn Show at AdamDunnShow.com.
Adam
Every
Dunn.
Friday, 3 to 6.
Check that out.
We need to get a .com again. Do we still got a .com?
Yeah, we do. It's BrothersBrer.com.
What does it go to?
You guys have a
I
brother?
don't know what it goes to.
You should just forward
That's
it
our
to
IT
Pornhub.
department.
I think it might go to YouTube.
That's our IT department. I push buttons for the things. He's cooking a grilled cheese. What are you doing, Sabadingo?
He's done.
He's writing me a
clocked
ransom.
out.
I think he killed one of my.
Did he still have the hook?
That cartoonography.
He hung it
that
up
we
there. You
smoked
think
for
I
a
didn't
while.
notice? That might be useful though. If
He's
there's a
trying to
murderer.
Right, yeah, shut the fuck up about that.
That might be useful if
That's
there's a
off-air
murderer.
business.
You doing all right, Bringo?
You're not.
Alright, let's call it a night.
You're not.
Everybody's a good boy.
Bye.
You guys are good boys.
Isn't that like
following story
Czechoslovakian
has-
for astronaut? You're not.
Yuri.
Yuri.
Oh well, if you wouldn't mind, I didn't start the show.
Tonight we drank a deer.
Yeah.
We did. That's great.
Can I close it out? Are we still
Drink it.
Yeah,
That's not
this is
a deer.
gorgeous.
That's like a antelope.
That is
Yeah,
an
there,
antelope.
there's 3
Thanks
descriptions.
for making
of
me look
animals in
bad
the
on my
back.
podcast.
Sorry.
Show the back, man. The back is a beautiful description.
He
It's
just
a
made me
gorgeous
look really. I'm embarrassed.
I like the
I'm
taxi
so
I
very
cab.
don't even know.
I like the taxi cab driver hat, by the way.
You see how many times I washed it? But
Yeah,
you
I
know,
can
every
see.
time I wash it, I look more hip.
Right,
Because these kids like that shit.
It's true.
Look at it.
You
They
should
want to
drive
spend
Uber.
$60 on something that looks like you had it for 40 years.
Right.
All right, good night.
Night.
Oh, wait, hold on. Say good night again.